Hey everyone, welcome back to the Untold X. I'm so glad you're here today. If you're new to the channel, I'm King and I talk about controversial and debatable subjects that most of you are interested in. Today's video is all about something that's near and dear to my heart, the role of family in nurturing faith across generations. We're going to be exploring how family can serve as the foundation for building faith, how intergenerational mentorship can shape our spiritual journeys, and why it's so important to pass down religious traditions. You know, family isn't just about biological connections, it's about the community we build around us. And when it comes to faith, family can be a key part of that journey. Let's start with something I've been reflecting on lately, how faith often begins in the home. For many of us, family is the first place we learn about spiritual practices. It's where we hear stories about faith, where we learn the values that shape our worldview, and where we develop our understanding of God or the divine. But it doesn't just stop there. Over time, family becomes the foundation upon which we continue to build our spiritual lives, even as we grow older. Faith, at its core, is often passed down from one generation to the next. If you think about it, we all carry the influence of our parents, grandparents, or even great-grandparents in some way. I remember growing up in a home where my mom would always encourage us to pray before dinner. My dad would tell stories from the Bible, and even though I didn't always fully understand them, those little moments left an imprint on me. And here's the thing about these traditions. They might seem small or routine, but they carry deep meaning. When a grandparent teaches their grandchild how to pray, or when a parent talks about how their faith helped them through a challenging time, these moments are more than just lessons. They're investments into a child's spiritual foundation. These small, everyday acts of faith create a legacy that can last for generations. The beauty is that family doesn't just teach faith, it also lives it, every single day. Now let's dive into the idea of intergenerational mentorship, a term you might have heard before. But what does it really mean in a faith context? Simply put, it's the relationship between older and younger generations, where wisdom, knowledge, and experiences are passed down. And when it comes to faith, it's about more than just instruction. It's about living out your beliefs in a way that younger people can see and experience. I think the power of intergenerational mentorship really lies in the fact that it's relational. For example, in many religious traditions, older individuals are seen as spiritual mentors. These are the people who've walked through life and faced the same struggles you're going through. They've been through the highs and lows, and they can offer wisdom, not just from the books they've read, but from their own lived experiences. And when younger people see that, it becomes so much more meaningful than just hearing about faith from a pulpit or a textbook. Imagine a child sitting at the feet of their grandparent, hearing stories about how faith helped them through tough times. That child isn't just learning the facts of faith, they're learning how faith works in real life. They're learning that faith isn't just a set of rules, but a source of strength, guidance, and comfort. On top of mentorship, another key part of passing down faith is through traditions, things we do together as a family that help us connect with our spiritual roots. These traditions can vary widely depending on your culture, your faith community, or your personal practices. But one thing is certain, these traditions help reinforce faith and create lasting memories. For example, think about the ways you celebrate holidays with your family. Christmas, Easter, Passover, Ramadan. These holidays aren't just about taking a day off work or gathering for a meal. They're about remembering and celebrating significant moments in our faiths. It's during these times that family traditions are often passed down. Maybe it's baking a special dish, singing hymns, or reading from sacred texts. These traditions serve as anchors, helping us connect to something larger than ourselves. And it's not just the big holidays, it's the little moments too. The nightly prayer before bed, the Sunday family devotional time, the discussions about faith over breakfast. These are the things that, over time, shape a child's understanding of God and spirituality. Even when the world around us is changing fast, these small traditions offer stability and a sense of continuity. But here's the reality. Not everyone has the privilege of being raised in a faith-filled home. There are people who didn't grow up with these kinds of traditions, or whose families may not have shared the same spiritual values. And that's okay. What's important is that you can start building that legacy today, whether it's with your own family or within a community of faith. You don't have to be a parent to pass down faith. Sometimes it's the church, the neighbors, or even close friends who step into those mentorship roles and help guide the next generation. If you don't have that family connection to build on, consider starting a new tradition or mentorship relationship. Whether it's investing in a younger friend or being a spiritual mentor to someone who might not have that older figure in their life, there's always an opportunity to make an impact. In fact, starting this journey of mentorship and tradition is how new legacies of faith are created. Faith isn't just about what we teach, it's about what we live. It's how we live out our beliefs in front of others, especially those who are looking to us for guidance. And while family is often where this all begins, it doesn't have to be the only place. We have the opportunity to create a ripple effect of faith wherever we are, helping others see the power of faith in real, tangible ways. So let's finish up today by reflecting on how we can actively pass down our faith to the next generation. If you have the opportunity to mentor, whether it's in your own family or in your faith community, don't miss it. Share your experiences, create traditions, make space for conversations about faith, and don't forget to show up for those who need it. I'd love to hear from you. How has your family shaped your faith? Are there specific traditions that have helped you grow spiritually? Or maybe you're creating new traditions with your own family? Drop a comment below and share your story. Let's start a conversation about how we can nurture faith across generations. Thanks so much for being here today and joining in this conversation. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on faith and family. Remember, the legacy of faith is something we all have the power to create. Let's make sure we're doing that. See you in the next video.